to ask, and no one will be untouchable. Tune in Monday to Thursday from 4 p.m. and Sundays from 3 p.m. right here on Synergy TV. It's time you face the people on the hot seat, hosted by the defender of the grassroots, the people's ambassador, Harvey R. Boris. I love my country.
Daughter, where the native legends say, wheresoever they may wander, end in Trinidad their days, and this lovely fragrant island with its forest hills sublime, well might be the smiling Eden pictured in the book divine.
ITNT, happy anniversary. Congrats on your golden jubilee. ITNT, happy anniversary. My primary school reader did say it plain. Once you eat a the cascadoo, in Trini you must remain. Cause no matter how far you fly, once you taste it, baby, right here you'll return to die. Since 62, some head to greener pastures. In the Big Apple, they want a bite. Though for 50 years, we could have gone faster. To build a nation, we have to fight and fight. I love my country. I shall put it away before party, just like Harvey Boris. Oh no. And I love Trinbago, not Trini to the bone, but the marrow. So when them stormy dark clouds want to threaten white, black and red, tell them dread. Until we get real serious, remove the drugs and all them cokeheads. You see me, I want to see Trinbago moving ahead. I agree, we are still a paradise, built byways to highways, but progress came with a price. For though we excel in culture and sports, along the east-west corridor, our youths they pack up courts. Tell me, what is this great fatal attraction? This love affair that they have with crime. Now one by one they fall a daily extraction. We've got to save our youths while they're in their prime. Teach them to sing.
This is
Dear Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for your continued grace and blessings. Lord, today I ask for clarity that only you can bring. When everything feels noisy, confusing, and overwhelming, your peace is what I seek. Lord, be my center in the midst of the storm. When my mind is consumed with worry and doubt, lead me to your still waters. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Looking for that perfect accommodation? Well, come to Caribbean Tourist Villa, located at number 7 Methuen Street, Port of Spain. All our rooms are equipped with AC, internet, and access to our lovely pool. Whether you're looking for a personal getaway or family accommodations, Caribbean Tourist Villa is exactly the place to be. Enjoy the ambience of staycation, luxurious rooms, and a well-trained staff. Call us now at 623-9164, 797-2858, or contact us at caribbeantourist.villa@gmail.com. Caribbean Tourist Villa, where your magical moments begin.
Welcome to Alicia.
Eastern Credit Union is giving you financing for school vacation or both. Plus, you could win over $9,000 in prizes.
Books in the morning, beach by the evening, dreams getting closer, life doing both. Education first, then they get away. Plans on your side every step of the way. Easy to start, easy to grow. Pay it back smooth, watch your future glow. Learn and leisure, leading the way. Learn and leisure, make the dream okay. Eastern Credit Union, let the good times play. Learn and leisure, leading the way.
Call 800-4328 for more. Approved by the NLCB. Eastern Credit Union, leading the way.
Welcome to Alicia's Palace, your gateway to relaxation, adventure, and excitement. Nestled in the picturesque Lady Chancellor Hills overlooking Port of Spain, we cater to both tourists and locals seeking an unforgettable staycation experience. Our rooms are designed to provide the utmost comfort, ensuring you have a restful and rejuvenating stay. Pamper yourself in our jacuzzi room or enjoy fun-filled moments in our 2 outdoor pools. You can unwind in our bar and lounge or embark on thrilling island tours and experiences. Planning a wedding or special function, our 300-capacity event facility is the ideal choice to create lasting memories with your loved ones. You can also choose from exciting packages like single-day and overnight packages with your special someone. To book your tropical escape, call us at 624-8553 or WhatsApp 3173843. You can also email us at info@aliciaspalace.com or visit our website at aliciaspalace.com for more details.
Do you suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure or just in need of a general checkup? Look no further. Visit Batson & Associates Limited, your holistic health experts, for your personalized program of solutions with a range of premium products and services tailored to suit your needs. Come and experience transformative healing with our team of specialists in natural and integrative medicine. Visit us or give us a call today at 222-8261 or 314-9975 and begin your journey to optimal health. And remember, if you think health is expensive, try sickness.
Every great business deserves to be noticed. But being great isn't enough if no one knows you exist. Imagine your brand reaching thousands of listeners and viewers across Trinidad and Tobago. That's exactly what the Hot Seat 868 with Harvey Boris delivers. Promote your products, showcase your services, build trust, increase your visibility. Your message reaches the people who matter most. Don't let your competitors steal the spotlight. Get your business in the Hot Seat 868 today. Call or WhatsApp us at 271-8435. Your business, your brand, your moment to shine.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
We, the people. The people want hope, opportunities, security, and respect. The people want justice. The people want the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Hear the truth with Ombudsman Harvey R. Boris, the voice of truth. Can you handle the truth?
I love my country.
Leading the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I say to you, welcome to the voice of the people. Let us start the program with the great words. At the count of 3, wherever you are, all over TNT and throughout the world, say it with me. Are you ready, TNT? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. I love my country. And that love of country is not just for party. It's not just for race. It's not just for religion. It's not just for a community. It's not just for a family. That love of country is for all that you do the best that you can, that you make the best contribution for this land, that you understand tomorrow what you leave here through your footsteps must be something that the people can say, yes, 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 Harvey Boris was here. Yes, Vincent Gypsy Peters was here. Yes, Gary Barrington was here. And that's what we're talking about. Doing and making and creating that legacy that people can remember something positive. You don't have to be rich. You have to be powerful. You can do simple things in the community to make the difference. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program, the People's Program. Today I have a special program for you. As you know, our special guest is here. And today we're discussing it as it is. We're looking at situations as they come. But before, let me give you a little synopsis, a little bio. I'd have liked to have spoken with my technical people before the show, but so be it. At the end of the day, we'll start to make things together and pull it together as the case may be. We'll make things happen today. Today we shall make things happen. So I want to talk about just these few things I want to mention before I bring in my special guest today, who yesterday really, or last Wednesday really, tore the place apart in terms of speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. It was truly an inspiration. It was truly to listen and to hear the discussion. It was really, really good. Let me make some quick announcements as the case may be. And let me make some quick announcements as the case may be. And this is so important. This is so absolutely important that we can do things of this nature, that we can truly understand where we're going. I want to call upon the United Nations to form a new army. This is the announcements before the actual program of discussion today. So I'm calling upon the United Nations to form an army. This is a new army I want to form. I mean, you might be saying, an army? Yes, I feel the United Nations should be controlling an army. Yes, we need a new army under the United Nations. And on that basis, we need to have a new army, a new army where we can truly, understand. So you can listen live right here. Listen live. Don't move. Listen live right here and listen to the program live as the case may be. So on that basis, we can continue to really look and see and have this army. This army must be called the Fire Army. The Fire Army. Ladies and gentlemen, fire burning down Greece. Fire burning down Paris, fire burning down America, fire burning down Canada, fire burning down Australia, and none of them could control it. It's house being burned down. It's a last thing being burned down. Just stay quiet, as the case may be, and just listen to the whole program. It's all of them, as the case may be. It's all of them, and they're sending the firefighters getting killed. But yet, if an army attack or an invasion attack, they have 40,000 soldiers, big guns, big ships, just to do or to fight a war. But yet they don't have enough equipment to fight fires. So United Nations, I'm calling upon you to create the Fire Army. So when fires break out, within a day, when your army is dispatched, fire done. People lives saved and people hope saved. So I'm hoping that you're able to take this seriously and form the Fire Army. An army that truly can really and truly do something positive where this country is concerned. Form the Fire Army. So the other point I wanted to bring to your attention, the 30 police posts, I have no problem with it. I honestly have a problem with it. I heard when Darren spoke a while ago that most of it is in the UNC controlled areas. That I have a problem with. But I have no problem with, but in terms of having police posts, I have no problem with that. So therefore, they must be properly managed and they must be put in the places where it's needed. Give the government, give them a try. If they can work, then let it work. So, and next point I want to make, as the case may be. The other point I want to make, and of course, when my guests get in, he can pick up these points or deal with other points. But I just want to make these are just my news item I want to bring to you today. Next point, when you have exams, SEA, and you have this other exam, CAPE, they're saying African people, African youths are behind. When I hear these things, and I hear those who are the top, all are non-Africans in most cases. Most of them are non-Africans, not only all, most. But I know how bright Africans are. I know the brilliance of Africans. I know when Africans get out there, they just excel in all the top universities in the world. Africans excel to the top. What's wrong in Trinidad that this has happened? I want to recommend the Mississippi approach. Ladies and gentlemen, and I'm recommending this now to the Minister of Education and to the Secretary of Education in Tobago. I want the Secretary of Education in Tobago to listen to me in particular. Look up and research the Mississippi approach. Mississippi was they are the poorest African state, or with a huge African population. They're the poorest state in America. And they were the 50th in terms of education achievements. They were the last in America. Today, Mississippi is one of the top in America. Young African children reading and writing. It is this, they call it the Mississippi miracle. And simple wasn't because, and they didn't spend no big money. Most of the other states spending big money. They just reevaluated and create a system where the African youth is taught how to read and write at an early age. And then they have people to do the backup. And if you fall in, they pull you up. They can't give you special. And now they're on the top. So if the Ministry of Education do that in the poor African communities and those schools that call underprivileged or whatever, I am telling you, because of the brilliance, the natural brilliance of the African community, I am saying that will be a thing of the past. And next point I want to make quickly. Parking in this country. When you have no parking on a Wednesday, parking on... Do you know, it's only last night I recognized that this thing it comes to an end 12 o'clock in the night. So 12 o'clock in the night, if you're home, because if you're on the right, this side, one side of the road, 12 o'clock in the night or around 12 o'clock, you're supposed to get up from your bed and go and put your car on the next side of the road, you know. Because it starts, I always thought it was from 6 o'clock in the morning. It's from 12 in the night. That I'm calling upon the government to change that to 6 in the morning, because it means all of you who parking on your road and on this thing, police can come and wreck you or charge you after 12 o'clock in the night, because you're supposed to get up 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock, and move your car to the next side of the road. I do research in law, but I did not recognize that this is the case. So I'm really asking all to please ensure that this law, the government and the Minister of Transportation ensure that something be done with that. Because if it is, people can use this in a brutal way, in a negative way. 12 o'clock in the night is when the actual road change takes place. That to me can't make sense at all. And respect for all, which is important. And the final thing I'll just mention, I want this to be Emancipation Month, but this is also Pan Month. So I've created a new word, and I want you to take it far, near and far. So this is the Emancipation and also the Epancipation Month. Epancipation, the acceleration of the pan, the growth of the pan. Pan is our thing, and we're supposed to be emancipating the pan or emancipating the pan. Is pan being emancipated, taken to a higher level, taken to a next level. Emancipation Month, Epancipation Month. And therefore, I'm hoping that we can truly take our national instrument to that next level. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the program. And now let me take the opportunity, as we say in common terms, a good brother is here. A person who has been speaking his mind, and who I even shocked when I heard some time ago that even the property that was given in Laventille, as the case may be, one of the few properties given out was given through the support of the brother. Listen, I had an African concept, but emancipation, from slavery to emancipation on the waterfront. And it was this good other brother, he's now passed, Dikoto, Clifton Dikoto. I will always give him praise. He went to the cabinet and he fought for it. And therefore, you can see how you can still be strong, whether you're in a UNC cabinet or you're in a PNM cabinet. You must stand for what you believe is right and stand for it. So for that, my brother, Winston Gypsy Peters, the nation said thank you. And on behalf of my brother, my friend, David Mohammed, and that land that they received while you were in the cabinet and you helped to fight for it, I say thank you publicly on national radio. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. A very pleasant good evening, and thank you very much for having me, Harvey. Thank you for inviting me back to your program, and thank Trinidad and Tobago for, I know your program is a well listened to program, because I myself listen it, as you will very well know, and from time to time I may call in and say something. But I am happy to be here. I'm happy to be back here and to make whatever contribution I can make. Now, I hear you talking about two things there that really... what you was talking about, the parking situation, was that in Trinidad?
Yes, in Trinidad.
So because in Trinidad, we have a parking situation. We have to change from street side to side on the street.
On all major area cities and things like that, because there's what you call alternate parking.
Alternate parking.
Right.
I live in a system like that for 40 years, so I understand what that is. Even though I have never really, for a long time in my life, had to do it because my house always had a garage. So, but I know that system that you're talking about. But I want to be totally honest with you. I never knew that exists in Trinidad.
Yes.
And it starts from 12 o'clock in the night. Well, and
so 24 hours.
And for what reason do they do it?
Well, I don't know how they came about, but using 12 o'clock in the night as this, which is the start of a new day according to the scriptures. I don't know, but I think it should be 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, in America, well, let me talk about New York, because New York, that's where I live. And the thing about it, that is in New York, they do it because of the sweeping condition, the street cleaning. On different days, they clean different part of the street. So that is what they do. That alternate parking is done because of cleaning the street. But I don't know they do that in Trinidad because I never see the street clean. So I really don't know what I'm trying to figure out why. And the first time I ever hear that, I want to be totally honest. I never know you have alternate parking in Trinidad. But however, if it is for the same reason, it's for good reason. Only that, yes, because of the condition that exists, not 12 o'clock in the night. I don't think that people will get up 12 o'clock. But I hate that system in America as well. Mine is for a good reason.
Yeah.
But I hate it. And like I said, I never really had to really live with it because my house, I always have a garage. And I'm not going to live in any house anywhere that I can't drive home.
Definitely.
So I'm sorry.
Definitely. So let's start the program in terms of discussion. I want Gary, if you can play for me the Minister of Homeland Security, his take on the endangered species. Do you have it? Which is Minister Alexander.
Well, I listen to him. I listen to him.
I want to play a little of his discussion. As a matter of fact, I think he was really composed in trying to make this presentation.
And I think he was honest in what he was saying. But I don't know if he know the law, that governs that kind of hard labor in prison. If it allows for that, what he's saying there, unless they have to change it, maybe. I don't think that you could.
There's a whole new education concern, but I'm going to deal with the one where he spoke about the endangered species. The African community.
Well, he probably know what he's saying because he's a minister in a government right now that look like they're trying to make the African species endangered ones.
Gary, have it?
He might be right.
I have more questions than answers. Because why after so long we are celebrating emancipation, but still mentally we are still on that slave ship, making that same trip. And I say this, what are we doing differently to change the hearts and minds of our people, to richly educate them, prepare young men to be adults, to be fathers, and women to be able to manage their career and their family at the same time? What are we doing? I'm of the opinion at times that every year we celebrate emancipation, our culture, our displays, our heritage, our clothing, our hairstyle, our talent. We put it on display basically once a year. But yet we say, this is embedded into us, this is who we are. But we don't practice what we talk about and what we do every day. And then we have the people who all they want to do is to put African at the front of their applications, whether it's an association, an NGO, or whoever, looking for money. But the question is, every year we walk up and down the streets, we dance, we celebrate, and still we are mentally captured to the extent where I believe that we are still working in the era of the slave on the outside, fighting, killing to get on the inside. That hasn't changed one bit. I know some of us will not be impressed with what I say, because most African males do not have the testicular fortitude to say it. We are endangered species. Not just young men, but Africans on a whole, whether we like it or not. And who is doing all of this? We. We are doing it to each other. So what really changed? I spoke to a young man a couple of days ago, and he told me that he's now 30 years old. And the only thing changed from the time that we spoke the last time when he was 20 to now is that he have a little job.
Is that he have a little job.
That he has a little job.
He said, we are still in mental slavery, Gypsy. And there are those who would want to come against me. Let me tell you, the nation, because this program is about the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
And I agree with you.
I totally support the minister in terms of that aspect of mental slavery.
And I have to agree with you as well. I sing about that all the time. This year, you know what song I sang this year? I sang a song this year called Am I Wasting Another Song? That's the name of my song.
Yes.
Am I wasting another song? Because I have, over the years of my career, tried to educate my people through my songs. I try to do that, and that's very, very deliberate. Because if you listen to most of my songs, you would see what they are, and that's what I've been trying to do. And every time I try to do something like that, I am criticized by my own people. When I sang Little Black Boy, I could bring up 100 negative articles from the newspaper every day to show you what I'm doing. So I say, well, what am I doing wrong? How telling little black children to go to school and learn and do the things that are right could be. So yes, there's a mental block somewhere inside there, and I agree with him. I agree with him on that count. But I also want to find out what is he doing to remove that block from
that
him.
is what I was going to come to.
So I would like to find out.
Hit the nail in the head.
I listen to what he say, and I want to know now. He is in a position now where he can say something, and I was in that same position as him, so I understand exactly what that position is all about. And yes, you have to know where you are, and they would not adhere to everything that you say. I understand that. But you also have to say something. So I would like to hear what he says. Yeah, you could have said something that I did, and that's the truth. You know that I did that, and because it can be certified by people who were there. Now I want to know that what is he doing to enhance the equilibrium, to enhance the whole living of young black people.
Because he made
What
a
is
point.
he
No,
doing?
he made a conscious point in terms of what he said. I took it seriously.
I agree with him.
As a
Yes,
case
I
of it.
agree with that.
But now he has the opportunity. He is in the position of power that he can create transformation. Because when Dr. Keith Rowley and they, with Patrick Manning, were going to put a plan for the young African youth, and that's before another a few good plans they had on this last dispensation. But before they were going to put something in, he was in Minister, I I believe then. And the plan, they came and squashed the plan because the UNC objected to the plan, as the case would be. We cannot be weak like that. We need to stand up and say, listen, if this is good for the community, because if it's good for the community, Gypsy, it is then good for the country.
But it must be good. That's where it starts. All of it would have to start in your community. That's why our children are how they are today. Because if what we're trying to achieve doesn't start in the home and then spread out to the community, then it can't spread out to the country. And basically what you see is a reflection of what is happening in your community that is spreading out to the country. And that is why I say that the Minister of Homeland Security, I want to hear what is his personal input. Because this is not the first time he has been in a position of authority. He has been, just a couple of months ago, he was, yes, okay. And has he done anything then? What has he done apart from arresting people? or after they commit a crime and stuff, did he institute anything or cause anything to be instituted where we can, in fact, do something or have done
Is he
something
going to go
about
to
it?
the Minister of Education and say, Minister, I heard Harvey Boris, I spoke about the Mississippi miracle. Let us look at it and let's see what we can do to transform the poor communities because remember, education, you put it in your song, education is the key for transformation, and that is what I'm talking about. So all the African ministers within the government, do you have the strength, the fortitude, like how Gypsy stood up in the cabinet and said, listen, land's given out here, land's given out there, give David Muhammad the piece of land, as the case of me. Do we have, because at the end of the day, Africans are not getting lands in this country. You know, let me explain this to you. When the Hindu religion get land, it is literally, I'm talking the truth, it is literally Indian people getting land.
But of
because
course.
no other race is involved in Hinduism, and I have no problem with that, because there's a religion for the people, and therefore they need place to worship. Tobago just recently given them a land to put up a temple, as the case of Kutia. We say in the countryside Kutia, as the case of me, to put up a temple, right? But where is it?
Kutias again, you know.
Yeah,
Kutia used to be no, not only that. Kutia was just a little thing, little thing. Now what they build is religious palaces.
Definitely.
I know Kutia.
So what African is getting land in Tobago? Who is the Orisha Church getting land in Tobago? Is the Baha'i Church getting land in Tobago? Those that because all other religion, when you give them land, you get literally given to Indian, African, Chinese, because they have all race involving other religion. But the Hindu religion is of one race, and is a religion to which I have great respect for, because I've seen the success of people coming out of that, as the case.
It's actually the oldest known religion in terms of religion in the world, actually.
Yeah.
And I have respect for everybody religion, even though I don't believe in them really.
Correct is right.
I don't believe in religion at all, because I think that religion is a man-made thing that makes absolutely no sense. But that's me. So let me not get imbue my whole.
So again, the call here is that ministers and also MPs of the government, because one thing, Gypsy, I am always fed up and frustrated with, is when the PNM gets into power, the African consciousness fades away. Why is that?
Because we take our people for granted. As a matter of fact, our people have just shown, and let's face this, okay? UNC is an Indian-based party with African in it. The PNM is an African-based party with Indian people in it. And that's right. That's how it's supposed to be. But you must identify something for what it is. And the way how we act, okay? Yes, when the PNM is in power, they don't do anything. They hardly do it. And what they do for you, yes, it is. And let's face it. But the people have just protested against the PNM. And I hope they understand that and look at it and see what the people do. And it wasn't a silent protest, because you had 102,000 people who did not vote, who would normally vote for you. And that should say something. That should say that is the same sort of thing that happened in a bigger way as to what happened to the UNC when they was in the African celebration on Emancipation Day.
Absolutely.
The people were showing their displeasure with the way that you are governing the country. Just the same thing that the PNM people did to show their displeasure with the way that the PNM party was treating their supporters, who are basically and mainly African people.
That must stop. And that brings me back to respect, Gypsy. Respect. And therefore I want to play Minister Gadsby, Nyan Gadsby, former minister. I want to play what she said, because to me, if this country is to grow from strength to strength, we need respect one to another. Every race must respect each other. Every individual must respect each other. And respect is absolutely important.
Respect not just each other and other people. Respect yourself. Because if you don't respect yourself and who you are, like Mr. Kambonande, I feel they have no respect for themselves. Because we believe, unlike the other people, that when you are pandering to your people or have your people pander to you in a positive way, that is racism. So you have to put your people aside, and to show that you care so much about everybody else, you have to show them by doing everything for them and leaving yourself.
Absolutely.
The other people don't do that. I look at the UNC, the first thing they do when they come in power is to give out how much plots of land that they say that the Manning promised them and what have you. We've been here 200 years before that, and we have no land like that. We come, they let us out in the street and they give us nothing. You understand?
And that's what we talk about.
They have everything, and then they get more. That's not racism. That has nothing to do. That is self-awareness. That is self-awareness, and I applaud the UNC for it, for caring about your people. And all I wish is that the people of African descent, whoever are in power, wherever you are, and you can empower other Africans, that is good. But instead of doing that, we don't do that. What we do is empower everybody else and leave ourselves behind.
Unfortunately.
Because we're afraid, we're ashamed to do that. We feel if we do that, what they go say?
Yes. And we always how it go look. We always think about how it go look. Look at the border point. Anyway, we'll come on the border point. But Director, can we have Minister Gadsby?
This is a quick PSA to the organizers of that UDT event. African Emancipation Day is literally and simply about African emancipation. Indian Arrival Day is literally and simply about the arrival of the East Indians in Trinidad and Tobago. And you know what? We are big enough as people to celebrate them both separately. Independence Day, we celebrate all that is Trinidad and Tobago. But on these particular days, we specify what we celebrate. So trying to plan a function for African Emancipation Day and including East Indian culture is just disrespectful. And if it were Indian Arrival Day, including African culture, would be just as disrespectful. When it's Independence Day, then we celebrate all that is Trinidad and Tobago. But that really wasn't it. Disrespectful and disappointing. And let me add, trying to equate the slavery and African slavery with East Indian indentureship, we're not tolerating that either. Because it's just not the same. African slavery was a totally different thing, totally different experience. And we're noticing more and more that it's being equated, like on some level, it's similar. No. And we draw a line in the sand today.
And we draw a line in the sand today.
And I totally agree, but do you know that I hear people criticizing her for saying that? I heard them.
No, you can't be serious.
I am 100%
You cannot be serious.
100%. No, she shouldn't. She shouldn't say it so, because all of us are Trinidadian. All of we is Trinidadian, and when we having something, it should be for all of us. I agree it should be for all of us, but at the end of the day, this is for a specific reason.
But it must be for all of us to attend.
Let me explain something.
I go to a lot of the festivals, Diwali Festival, Indian Arrival Festival. I go to show my support and to understand the history, so we can all attend and support.
So do I. But I want to say to you, right? If it is one thing in this country that should remain the way it was, is that thing called Arrival Day. Because at the end of the day, it is most appropriate for us to call that the Arrival Day. Because all of us arrived. But Mr. Pandey changed it to Indian Arrival Day. No, I don't know why, but wherever it is, they changed it to Indian Arrival Day. And it remained so, and it was accepted by everybody as Indian Arrival Day.
So the African groups didn't make a fuss about it?
I never heard the fuss that they made. If they made any, I wasn't wrong, and I'm still here. So I don't know that they made any fuss about it, but I'm saying to you that that day was called Arrival Day, you know. When it was inaugurated, it was Arrival Day, but it became along the way Indian Arrival Day. And nobody has said nothing about that. I didn't hear the Indian community or any Indian organization say, well, no, they shouldn't name it Indian Arrival Day. It should be Arrival Day for everybody.
But you heard...
but at the same time, I hear Cambon and them saying that
madness!
And both the father and
madness!
And the other one,
I say that is madness!
The son is just saying it after him.
That is madness!
But I heard him say it already too.
Madness!
That how in the world could you have Emancipation Day, named our African Emancipation Day, and you are against that.
Madness.
And then more than that, saying that the government, nobody didn't consult him or nobody didn't discuss it with him. Why do I have to discuss that with you? That is foregone. And what could you do about it, even though I discussed it with you? And I want to know if Mr. Pandey discussed anything with themselves when they was naming in Arrival Day, Indian Arrival Day.
No, but what hurt me about his statement is when he said something to the effect that it is a divisive or dividing type of thing to put that in it. And I said, but how on earth could you make a statement of that nature?
Even in slavery, right? Even in slavery, that happened. Because when the slaves, some of them planning to get away and planning to move, what night they moving and where they passing and all of that, right? And next slave who was dependent on massa or massa giving him some little thing, a little more than them, went and tell massa where they passing, how they passing, what time they leaving, and all of that, and how they getting away. And so they couldn't do it. And they couldn't get out. There is one more either dead, beaten, or whatever. So this is in us. But like I said the last time when I was here, right? I sometimes forgive black people for acting like that. Because I'm saying to you again, we are the only people in the world who were actually taught to hate ourselves. And hate anything that is progressive
that's the
to
point
us.
that Minister Alexander was making. That we still...
And I agree with him. I say I agree with him. All I want him to tell me... All I want him to tell me is what he is going to do beyond saying that he's going to put, they're going to put down some things about the place with soldiers and I don't know what those things are. Put it about the place with soldiers.
I want
and
transformation.
And have convicts come and do the work. No, I have nothing against if you could get them to come and work like everybody else. But I am saying to you that there are law governing that, and I don't know if he could.
There must be transformative programs. Let's hear the response of Selwyn Cudjoe in respect of what he did and the condemnation of the former minister. Let's hear from Selwyn Cudjoe.
So what we're doing, one, was in keeping with what we had done before. Number two, and more importantly, we are a university, and the function of the university is to educate, to liberate, And we thought, in keeping what Gatsby Dolly has done, we should do two things. And the third point, which I think is important for the discussion, we in fact printed a booklet called The Jubilee of Emancipation by Henry Dugan, who in fact fought for liberation and fought for the August 1, be a national holiday, in 1888 on the 50th anniversary of emancipation. And that booklet, which we printed and sold, became the guideline around which we, incidentally, it was not done on Emancipation Day. It was done on the 29th. The Gatsby thing was also done a week before Indian Arrival Day. So what is have really simply propaganda and, yes, massive ignorance. We are an educational institution. If those who don't know and don't want to know and want to indulge in the kind of a silly conversation or almost an ignoramus conversation, then I can't handle the deal with that. We have put out and made this statement. I've written about it. They've asked me to write about it. It has not been published, which is part of the problem. We published Everybody Dead last week and Coming to Dead. Anything educational is never published.
He said, well, there's an next clip, but he said, that he has nothing to apologize about.
Yeah, I heard that.
That what he did was done before, which is something I need to look into. But it was done before. But even though it was done before,
slavery was done before.
It was wrong.
There
was slavery by the Arabs. There was slavery by different people. Yeah. But we end up with the worst slavery that history has recorded, and that's the one under the Europeans, as the case may be. That Middle Passage was the worst thing that ever happened. And therefore, Professor, with all due respect, sir, if I can put it that way, what you did, what was that to bring that together, that was not the time and the place. We can have cultural events.
But he said next year he's going to make it bigger.
He's going to make it bigger next year.
Next year he's going to make it bigger. I would like to see Kafra Kambon there say something about it. Because listen, I said earlier, yesterday on a program that Darian program, I had a little bit of something I talk about there. And I'm saying to you that what really is the Emancipation Support Committee? What really is that? I understand NJAC because NJAC fought for the rights of black people in this country to change a lot of things, and a lot of things did get changed. Now, NJAC, what they call Emancipation Support Committee, I believe, was some derivative of NJAC in some way. And I want to find out if they are a group that is fighting for black people in this country. Well, not black people, because Indians are black people. Let me specify. African people, Alkebulan people. Are they a group that is fighting for these people, or are they just a group to promote things that of African extract or what have you, or just a promotional group? What are they really doing? Are we going to stand up and see them fight like how NJAC fought for us? If not, then we better get ready to put a group together that would fight for the rights of black people in this country and allow the Emancipation Support Committee to be what they are and who they are, promoting their shows and doing whatever they do and promoting Emancipation Day in Port of Spain. Because Emancipation Day,
you're boiling them down to a cultural.
Well, that's what
cultural.
As far as I am concerned, that's what they are now. Because I don't see them standing up for anything other than that. Emancipation, putting on good shows, and I want to say that the shows that they put on are good. I went to them, I go to them, I always in things that they do, and I like what they're doing, but I can't understand who they are and what they are. And I would like them to define for me what the real purpose in this country is. Because as far as I could see, that's what it is. They are a promotional group of African culture, or African extracted culture, or whatever it is. That is what I am seeing, which I'm saying again, I like. But I want something, or you understand what I'm trying to say?
No,
I want a group like what NJAC was, that would fight for the rights of black people, willing to go to jail or willing to die for the right of people. That's what people go to war for, you know. You go to war willing to die for your belief, willing to die for your country, willing to die for your cause. Go to jail for your cause if need be. I don't know that I know that's what Daga and they were. I don't know if they still that. I know they still have NJAC in some form, but they too, I don't even hear about that. We need something more vibrant.
I don't think NJAC is still.
I think NJAC, yeah.
No, they have the one event, which is some junior.
Yeah, the Calypso Kick again, all of them promoted, but NJAC was doing that even within the whole whatever they were doing with all the militants. They were still there with the shows and what have you. I perform on a whole lot of them Calypso through the
Gypsy, let me ask you a question.
Ask me.
Do we still have a significant amount of mental slavery in the African community, and in particular, those that we give authority to, those that we call ministers, those who become business entrepreneurs, those who are placed as managers, those who are placed as board directors, those who are placed as senators, those who are placed as councillors, those who are placed as chief secretaries, those who are placed as prime ministers? Do we still have that divide? That if I keep my people literally as soldiers of the crumbs and protectors of the kakada?
Well, I could show you right now, and the short answer to what you're asking me is yes. And I could show you right now, okay? What have the Tobago, what is it, the Tobago House of Assembly? What have they become? They have morphed themselves into this government, and they're not even seen about the people at Tobago in the way that they're supposed to be seen about them. If this government say jump, they say how high. If the government say lay down and roll, they roll over on. Which side do you want me to roll over on? And I'm saying to you that we are becoming spineless. We are becoming spineless, because I always look at Tobago as a strong African place. That's what I look at Tobago. You are a Tobagonian.
But businesses in Tobago are closing down, as the case may be. And as a matter of fact, a lot of the African businesses are coming a thing of the past. The businesses are now opening and not African businesses. And as such, you want to understand where is that special program, or that special desire or love to ensure that the African businesses survive.
I am not seeing any real independence in the Tobago House of Assembly. They have capitulated to the government that is in power right here in Trinidad and Tobago, because they have morphed themselves into that. So they can't say nothing. They can't do nothing. There's no independence. And that is where we have this mental slavery that is doing a lot of things to the African people here, because Tobago is predominantly African. Tobago is totally different to Trinidad.
Definitely.
But when you look at the landscape of Tobago now, you can see what is happening. And before you know it, I heard the opposition complaining about they just taking over all the things that are that from Trinidad, and the people who are coming there to work doesn't look like the people in Tobago. They don't look like them.
I see Joycelyn saying, if you could let me read them. Joycelyn saying, yes, Gypsy. Joycelyn. Yes, Gypsy asked the question. Legacy is saying they call him Deafy, all kind of names. I'm talking about Eric Williams.
Yeah.
Instead of, where's that? Where's that going? Instead of putting their heads down to the job at hand, on top you have right now Tobago dumb. I try to warn them, but they did not listen. Harvey, you're from Tobago. My brother, my heritage. All my family. My heritage is from Palatavia, Tobago, as the case may be, and therefore I am very passionate about Tobago.
I am passionate about Tobago too. I have all my ties in Tobago. My children in Tobago.
So
I'm born there, and my relatives are from there.
I think right now, what we need, this program, because that's did part 2, what we need is to bring back the love in the African community. Because if we're talking about, we still have that mental thing, we need to bring back that love that was sung so beautifully. We need to bring back that love. So let me get a verse or 2 of that. We need to bring back, and I want to encourage all Africans not to be racist. I hate racism. I hate discrimination. I hate that type of thing. But indeed, if you see a community that's falling behind, you must put everything in your power to bring that, because unity in the community equals prosperity. And that's important.
But this country in which we live, self-recognition, self-preservation, and when I say self, I'm not talking about individual self, I'm talking about the African race. Self-preservation, self-recognition, and self-determination is viewed as racism. And that is the reason why when the PNM is in power, they can't go anywhere. I hope that they would look at what happened to them in the last election.
And that's why I speak about it all the time. When the UNC power, then in power, they're not in power. You will see my friend, you will see this minister, if you go into an Indian thing, or having all the Indian attire, go and they go to certain parties, singing all the bhajan and chottings and things of that nature, and enjoying the culture. And I say beautiful, because I used to be a whiner down in.
But that is right, and they were.
I used to be in Triangle whining. You know.
Of course, and that is right, and they remember they were allowed to do that since they come into this country.
Definitely,
it was never taken away from them.
I hear a caller saying that we left our culture.
I want people to understand what I say when I say what I say. I still forgive the African man for his attitude towards himself. But I understand what happened. We are the only people in the world who were taught to hate ourselves. And because of that, we hate our name. We hate our culture. We hate
the success
of each other, because that is what we were taught. And I'm saying to you, that was beaten into us, you know. And remember,
even this radio station,
after 100,
we find one every time we go.
After 100 and how much years? 80 years of emancipation. We haven't gotten that out of us, because
after
remember,
400 years of slavery and then
400 years to beat it into us. And after that, and you talk about America just now, all about we talk about fire. That is what they call, that is poetic justice to all of them. In America, every time the black race in America, the very slave that they try to keep down, who have invented most 99% of the thing that we use today in the world. Every time the African raise his head to do something in the mighty America, they either burn it down, flood it out, or lynch everybody in there and find some way to kill it. Do you know Central Park was an American village? You know that?
I saw that, definitely. It was controlled by, listen, those areas were controlled.
It is not only there, the African was affluent long before.
Even an island
even
of
though,
America. that was controlled by
well,
the
it have
Africans.
one still. The only way that remains is the one in Florida right now. But apart from all of that, we couldn't do anything. And right here in Trinidad and Tobago, right here, right now, we are not doing it the same way. But we are doing it to ourselves. Every time you see an African rising or doing some kind of
want to pull them
you
down.
always know
The first thing is pull down the
you either sell jobs.
Why?
Either sell jobs.
First thing is that we can't be successful without selling jobs.
Either sell
Why is
jobs.
that?
Either do this. Either do that. You always know what he does in order to get where he's at. But the other man next door to him who doesn't look like him, and he's doing the identical thing and getting ahead, and you allow him. Oh God, boy, you see how much thing Mr. So-and-so have, boy.
And we're proud of him. We're proud of him. And Joan Duncan is saying, we need part of this. Gypsy must come back again. And Gypsy will come back again. Because the next program, if you're here in Trinidad, the next program we're doing invention. I don't know how you hit it nearly here.
Well, we have a lot of... Listen, if you're going and do invention, forget about it. Everything that you're doing today that you
people
use.
do not know the contribution of the African community in the
Well,
world.
because they don't do the research again. We're not interested in that because we were taught to hate ourselves. So we don't even believe
and therefore,
that.
Gary, therefore, based on what Gypsy is saying, let us bring back the love. Let us bring back the love.
If it wasn't for black people, we wouldn't be talking on this microphone right now. If it wasn't for black people, nobody would go to the moon. If it wasn't for black people, this very cell phone that you're using here, you would never be able to talk on it.
And therefore, Gary,
and not only black people, but if it wasn't for the material that came out of Africa,
that is still coming out of Africa,
that they want to kill Africans for right now.
Right now.
Man,
Director,
we have to be careful,
Let's
man.
bring back the love with African people. And yes, let's bring back the love with African people. Make sure it's the right one. And to bring back.
Terror creeps as orphans weep for the dead and dying. Angels try to hold on high the winds of war. Body bags and solemn flags at half-mast flying. Voices blare as angers flare and tempests soar. To stomping boots of bugle blows up above a flock of crows. Where will it end around the bend? Heaven knows. With blind faith and a firm resolve, we've got to conquer hate. We're all involved. Unleash the beast and we shatter peace. Bring clouds of love. Though some may march to a different drum, and blood may spill in times to come, I pray that we'll return to love. Raise the children quick as buildings shake to their foundation, shaken to our innocence, a sense of trust. As fire scorch, I see the torch that lights a nation, shining through the smoke, the dew, the clouds of dust. Flesh and blood will sacrifice for liberty. We'll pay the price for all the costs, for we've just lost a paradise. With blind faith and a firm resolve, we've got to conquer hate. We're all involved. Unleash the beast as we shatter peace. Bring clouds above. The sun may march to a different road, and blood may spill in times to come. I pray that we'll return to love. We'll raise it down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we need to return the love in our community. Africans, you need to return the love. I want all UNC Africans and PNM Africans and what do we call it, PTT Africans to come together. Forget to be a party difference and understand that you are one. Understand that we are one. Because this is not about racism. This is about pulling and bringing the community so that when you go along the east-west corridor, you see African business, we go on the highway, you see African women going to Bago, you see African businesses. It is about us as a community coming together, bringing the love and stop hating one another. When you see an African person doing well, I say, yes, look, I'm so proud. Look, you bring a trend. Look, Dad, look at him. He's looking like you. And look, he can do it. And therefore, the motivations, they're gypsy. You understand what I'm saying?
Of course, I understand what you're saying. And I want to tell people that UNC and PNM are only political parties that determine the governance of your country. But at the end of the day, you as a black person, you as an African person, you determine the destination of yourself. No political party is doing that for you, whether it's UNC or PNM or otherwise. When that time comes, and you have to lend yourselves to a political party. You lend yourself to the political party that you believe could be the best for you. When I thought that the UNC was the best party for me, I was UNC. And when I believed that the PNM was a better party for me, I am PNM. And I am saying to you that a political party should not determine your destiny. No political party should determine your destiny. I hear they talking about boo and they boo this one. Nobody boo me more than PNM when I was UNC. They forget I was a black man just like them. Anywhere I go to do anything, they boo me all over the place. They write derogatory thing about me. But again, because of the way that I think, I say my people were taught to hate themselves. So I am not going to act adversely to them in any way. I will still show them the love and tell them, listen, this is who I am. I ain't hate you because I'm UNC, or I ain't hate UNC because I'm PNM. I'm a liberal person. I understand what life is all about. I believe that the PNM, yes, the PNM is a black party in the main, but is black people, is that determining the direction of black people?
Definitely.
Is it going to help you black people to get out of your quagmire? Is it going to help? Let us look at where we are going to. And if you see somewhere there and this is the party that would make you better, then let us work with it and work to make it good for us. You understand what I'm saying? But we are not like that. Let me tell you something. You heard what Kamala said? Kamala said UNC people were born. She said that and she's right. Because Hindu, nobody had to go and baptize like you as a 7 Days Adventist. No Hindu had to go and baptize to be a Hindu. He was born a Hindu. And when you were born a Hindu, then you strive in the way of the Hindu religion. And you do the things. Some of them have left and become whatever, like all of us do. But we in the main, we are born nothing. We born everything. You go in some Catholic church, some man throw some water on your head and say something. When you finish there, you go on to some other thing and then you cuss the Baptist because guess why? Like the PNM, let me say you, just like what the PNM is, a black party, right? And a lot of black people, when the PNM get there, they turn their back on black people, or black people turn their back on them. It's the same thing that black people do in the main. The proud Catholic, which do black people the worst thing in the world. Your proud Pentecostal, which come about, Ellen G. White in your case, come about doing all whatever it is to help white people. You are just a number in that. It doesn't mean nothing to you. It wasn't meant for you. But the Baptist that was meant something for us, which aligned closest to our spirituality, we were taught to hate that. When you pass by a Hindu man and you see the flag, right? You pundit so and so. When you pass by a African place and you see a Baptist place and you see a flag, or you see Orisha, there, look, Obia boy, don't go pass across the road. That's Obia there, boy. They're doing Obia because that again is that we were.
I am saying when we were younger, that's what we were taught. When having feasts and the things like that. You're taught that Obia, you're taught that these things are negative things. This is no joke, you know. We were thoroughly, I want to say it again, thoroughly brainwashed, you know.
But
in believing that we are the worst, and believing that we did not, because when you were growing up a long time in school, you actually thought that England was really the mother country. You really believe that at the point in time,
and you believe that that white man on the cross there is Jesus Christ too.
You believe that,
and he wasn't. He's nothing. That white man on the cross wasn't even it. That is what they do to us. So this is what I say again, Harvey, and I always harken back to saying to you that I feel more empathy for my people and more sympathy for my people, because my people were the only people in the world who were taught to hate themselves. What is your name?
Kunta Kinte.
Kunta Waka Bada Budu Whoop. What is your name? Toby.
Kinte.
Toby.
Say Toby.
Toby is a good name. And that is just an example. And that's the truth, because that book is based on roots.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. But what I'm trying to say, that was done to us in every way. They just take us and throw us overboard and throw you in the sea, and then bring you to a place and tell you that this is when we were in fact the people that made the world. We made those people.
And I want to believe, Gypsy, but when you talk about the great Timbuktu, and you talk about this rich man, how we really from that to end up in this slavery? It's because I believe the same disunity, the same distrust came into that those hundreds of years ago, came into us and caused us to be the way we are now. That we lost all track of the greatness that we were, and this is how we became this way. What the person is saying, legacy is saying, we are our own worst enemy. Dr. Williams tried in vain to help us, but we were too entitled and scorn him. We love handouts, and I say, get away with handouts. Give people a hand up. As the case, let's take a few calls. As the case, because we have approximately 6 more minutes again. Let's take a few calls and so we. But again, the purpose of this discussion today is what will bring about the unity in the African community. Because true emancipation is true.
We
unity.
must have a radio station of our own, a TV station of our own, like the other people have theirs, and our programs must be programs that are geared towards teaching our young children, because people like you and I, we're already set in our ways, and we have to teach our young children. Look, when you watch, I don't want to say, because people,
some
of these things that I want to say,
qualified for radio
stations
stations in this country, and the last government did not even give them to African people. I'm saying, what we're saying.
No, but I'm still saying to you that is what we have to do.
Let's take some calls, because at the end of the day, sometimes we are our own.
The internet.
Sometimes we, as he said,
you don't need no license to have no internet. To have an internet station, people get.
As Legacy is saying, sometimes we are our own worst enemies.
All right, let's take some calls, gentlemen.
As brothers and sisters, but every time.
Caller?
Yeah, Mr. Harvey.
Yes, sir.
Yes, lovely program.
Thanks.
But David Muhammad released a book a couple of years ago with the inventions made by African people.
I have it. I know it.
You have one, right?
Yes.
Well, that is a book we should publicize again and have people be exposed to that.
I agree with you. And that is not all. There are many, 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 many books that we should introduce, because they'll never put them in the school. So our children will never know about those things. They will always know what they want us to know, exactly like what they do. Hide everything that belongs to us. That's why you see, Putin was a fella I never used to like, But I have grown to like Putin in a way that is totally different, to even more than my own president.
Caller, welcome.
Good evening.
Good evening to you.
You know what's my biggest fear in this country? The black man is losing his identity.
Losing it?
Yes, and I am seeing it on social media.
Have we not lose it already?
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I said losing. The black man has lost his identity long time ago.
And this morning, what I heard on the radio from a professor who is talking in a transatlantic language, that is one, he done lost his language already.
Yeah.
And number two, he trying to justify and trying to say that he have no problem and not apologizing what happened in the emancipation event. When I heard he say that, I said, well, boy, we have some problem, because we losing the black men who's supposed to who's supposed to stand up with young African men and them.
Yes.
And the next thing to Catherine Campbell's son, he stood up and he said something that he nobody didn't tell him about the change in the African emancipation.
But you have to tell him anything.
So when I say about what really going on here, and it's mostly black men that is behaving in that kind of way. Because when I see the woman who stood up to the Minister of Culture is a woman. The young girl that they jail more than once is a young lady.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
But the problem is, but look at this. But when a black man stand up, you realize they put him in jail. They put him in jail. So we have to find out what is
who put him in jail?
Hello?
Who put him in jail?
Yeah.
All right, good. Don't answer me.
Gypsy, let me hear from you.
I want to say to you, right?
Let's take a call. Caller, welcome.
Take your call.
Hello?
Yes. Good evening. Happy African Emancipation.
African Emancipation. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yes. What I am saying is, we have some people behaving like what they call in America coons, and some of them have doctorates, and they are coons, right? They are sucking up to the people who are not African, and it is very disheartening. Very, very disheartening.
My brother, can I say to you that education, right, is not academics, you know.
That's right.
Academics, anybody could study to become an academic. Okay? I am not an academic in any way. Anybody could study to become an academic. I'm a university dropout because I didn't think it made no sense to me. You understand? I'm not telling all young people to do it. I tell them that all the time. But I am a university dropout because I didn't think it make any sense to me whatsoever. But academic is not education. But I'll be the point that I wanted to make just now, right? We talk about African and the business. We are the most cosmetic people it have in this country. African people are the most cosmetic. When I say that, we use the most synthetic things to make ourselves. And nothing is wrong with that. Nothing is wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, because we invented that in Africa, okay? We invented that. But I just want to say to you that we are seeing that. But the biggest agents of selling all those things in this country has nothing to do with the African. If you want to get weave and you want to get thing for your hair or thing for your under your eye like we women put on, or put on the eyelashes or whatever, we can't put ourselves together and five of ourselves build a big enough one of that so we could create something. No. And if I open one of that right now, which I can open, they're not going to come by me, because they're going to find by me.
Mr. Monroe had that vision. But at the end of the day, I want to Gypsy, before we close the program, I know there are many calls trying to get in, but before we close the program, this program is about upliftment. It's about African emancipation.
Yes.
If you have to give the community an advice before we close the program today, in terms of creating that prosperity, in terms of creating that unity, in terms of bringing back that love, what would that advice be?
That advice would be to make sure that we teach our children from the day they're born. Start teaching our children self-respect. Start teaching our children their history. Start telling our children that we are a great people, and what they're telling us or what they told your grandfather and your great-grandfather and you is not the truth. And once we teach our children the truth, in the next 100 years we'll be out of this.
100 years.
Well, I'm sorry, but it took 400 years. It took 400 for us to get here.
Yeah, it is reality.
180 gone, and we ain't do nothing.
Well, we
listen. How much time we celebrate? 10 years of the African whatever. 10 years of the United Nations has some 10 years or some. I don't take it on, you know, because I take it on me.
Well, right now we're the second 10 years.
Whatever. And what have we done with the first one?
Because I went in the air. I begged the government, the PNM government. I said, let's do some positive things.
That is one of the problems.
I'm saying, but what I'm saying,
that is one of the problems that we have. We want the government to do it.
I did what I could, and the UNC supported me. As I'm saying,
I told Kafra Kambon and them, right, when I was a minister of government. Because I helped the first people, they came to me, they wanted 5 acres of land. I tell them, all you own the whole of this country, all you want 5 acres of land, or you should want 500 acres of land. All right, however it is. it boiled down to them getting 25. There you could ask them as I do it. 25 acres of land they get. I told Kafra Kambon and them, well, they don't go and look for some kind of land where we could open a good village, something like the Nagar what they have down there, or the other one named Barakab Grong and all kind of thing like that. Look for it somewhere. Instead of every year you have to go up in the savannah, you there give it, you have to go somewhere else. That thing they bury 2-3 people down in how they call that park down there, King George. I think they bury 2-3 African
Nelson
people.
Mandela now.
Nelson Mandela, all right, okay. But they bury 2-3 African down there. So they will never get that. Nobody's going to give that already taken. Look for some place where we can do if you're really serious about having things for African. We have nothing
But I
to
call upon the
identify.
government to transport part of the Queen's Park Savannah because
They can't
African
do that. They cannot do that. You should know better than that.
I am saying
that cannot be done, Harvey.
Again, you're limiting anything, man.
No,
Let me
it
say to you.
can't. No, listen to me.
Listen to me now.
That was.
But listen to me now.
That was given to us for a reason. It was given to us under certain conditions.
I know.
Okay,
I talk about
but
the
we have.
No, I talk about the management.
Forget about the management. I talking about ownership. Forget about management.
Also,
the Baraka Grong is owned by the Muslim.
Also,
by Inshan Ismail and them.
It's leased to them. We could also. I'm saying to you.
And the Wali Nagar is owned by the. So why can't we get something somewhere?
All right.
And own it.
Let me say,
Forget about management.
So let me say, as we close, Jolene John, would you cause Africans to own something of consequence? Khadijah, would you cause Africans to own something of consequence? Wayne, would you own something of consequence? And to all the other, Alexander, will you cause us to own something of consequence? To the government, will you do that? To the opposition, will you do that? Will you fight for that?
Could we get together and find a way of making them own it and do something for them to own it?
Let us
ask Kafra Kambon and them to come out on the street.
Let us do it.
Ask Kafra Kambon and his son and all of them to come out on the street and protest because we want some place and we have to get it and go up to Parliament on a Thursday.
We have to close.
Or whenever.
We have to close. We have to
Let's go.
Listen, we have to close. But at the end of the day, this discussion have to continue. Because we have to find solutions. And we'll close with this song. We close this song because it's about love of country. We close with this song to God bless our country. And I want God to bless every single individual of every race, of every creed, of every class. Because at the end of the day, we are one. And we must stand up to create that equilibrium. We must end up to having that balance where all race and place have the equal opportunity to achieve their goals. But at the end of the day, we must stand up as one.
Can I have one say?
Go ahead.
Remember that God help those
that
who help themselves.
Director, let us leave with the song of love. Remember Caribbean Tourist Villa. If you need a good guest house to stay a respectable place, contact Caribbean Tourist Villa at 623-9164. If you need a manager, call 271-8435. TNT, I love you. I love all the citizens of this country, but we must fight to ensure the Africans come of age and achieve their goals. God bless our nation. I love my country.
Looking for that perfect accommodation? Well, come to Caribbean Tourist Villa, located at number 7 Methuen Street, Port of Spain. All our rooms are equipped with AC, internet, and access to our lovely pool. Whether you're looking for a personal getaway or family accommodations, Caribbean Tourist Villa is exactly the place to be. Enjoy the ambience of staycation, luxurious rooms, and a well-trained staff. Call us now at 623-9164, 797-2858, or contact us at caribbeantourist.villa@gmail.com. Caribbean Tourist Villa, where your magical moments begin.
Eastern Credit Union is giving you financing for school vacation or both. Plus, you could win over $9,000 in prizes.
Books in the morning, beach by the evening, dreams getting closer, life doing both. Education first, then they get away. Plans on your side every step of the way. Easy to start, easy to grow. Pay it back smooth, watch your future glow. Learn and leisure, leading the way. Learn and leisure, make the dream okay. Eastern Credit Union, let the good times play. Learn and leisure, leading the way.
Call 800-43 328 for more. Approved by the NLCB. Eastern Credit Union, leading the way.
Suffer from diabetes or high blood pressure, or just in need of a general checkup? Look no further. Visit Batson & Associates Limited, your holistic health experts, for your personalized program of solutions with a range of premium products and services tailored to suit your needs. Come and experience transformative healing with our team of specialists in natural and integrative medicine. Visit us or give us a call today at 222-8261 or 314-9975 and begin your journey to optimal health. And remember, if you think health is expensive, try sickness.
Every great business deserves to be noticed. But being great isn't enough if no one knows you exist. Imagine your brand reaching thousands of listeners and viewers across Trinidad and Tobago. That's exactly what the Hot Seat 868 with Harvey Boris delivers. Promote your products, showcase your services, build trust, increase your visibility. Your message reaches the people who matter most. Don't let your competitors steal the spotlight. Get your business in the Hot Seat 868 today. Call or WhatsApp us at 271-8435. Your business, your brand, your moment to shine.
Welcome to Caribbean Tourist Villa, your home away from home in the heart of Port of Spain. With over 25 years of trusted hospitality, Caribbean Tourist Villa has been a reliable choice for both business professionals and vacationers. Our guest rooms are thoughtfully equipped with all the essentials for a relaxing and productive stay, and our tranquil pool area is perfect for relaxation after a busy day. We've created the ideal space for you to relax, recharge, and enjoy. Give us a call to book your stay today.
We, the people want hope, opportunities, security, and respect. The people want justice. The people want the truth.
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Hear the truth with Ombudsman Harvey R. Boris, the voice of truth. Can you handle the truth?
I love my country.
Movement and the Center for Justice. We're going to find out a little bit more about the African Anti-Suppression Movement and the Center of Justice from its chairman, Harvey Boris. All of this presentation this afternoon is coming to you on CTV, and although it's touched with a little tinge of sadness this afternoon, because one of those persons who wanted to be here, who was integral in the formation and the fashioning of this entire beautiful event, is historian and journalist Louis B. Homer, who passed away just yesterday, Saturday, and he will be remembered in a special way during this presentation because Louis was such an integral part of everything that the Ministry of National Diversity and Social Integration was doing. So let's head across to the main stage where the chairman of the African Anti-Suppression Movement and Center for Justice, Mr. Harvey Boris, is about to address this gathering here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I love my country. Honorable Minister, Minister Clifton Decoto, Honorable Minister of Diversity and Integration, other government officials gathered here today, members of Parliament gathered here today, members of the diplomatic community gathered here today, members of local government, members of the media, members of the protective service, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a historic day, one that we must never forget. For today, we pay tribute to the struggle to the hardship and the sacrifice that was forced upon our African ancestors. But today, ladies and gentlemen, we simultaneously celebrate the strength, the determination, and the excellent achievement of the African community. So, to everyone who is gathered here today, I say welcome, welcome, and welcome once more. Let today serve as a clarion call for greater unity among our community. Let today serve as an inspiration to the future. Today is a very, very special day. For today, we look forward, and I ask you that we also look back, because it is the Sankofa bird, which is an African belief in the West African area. That bird signifies, because that bird always looks back. In Ghana and in the Ivory Coast, that bird signifies that you must never forget your past in order to have a successful and a prosperous future. Ladies and gentlemen, today I call upon you to recommit yourself to the unity of our country. Today I call upon you to commit yourself in understanding how important it is for us to live as one. But in particular, today I call upon the African community to let us come together. Let us do things that will ensure the future of our generation and the generations to come. Today, I give thanks, and I say to every one of you, and to those of you looking live on CNMG, I say thank you for taking the time, because it is important that we as a people, as a community, understand the importance of our unity. Ladies and gentlemen, once more, I say to you, welcome. I love my country.
Harvey Burris. Harvey Burris is the chairman of the African Anti-Suppression Movement and the Center for Justice. And it's interesting that UNESCO celebrated the week of the International Day for the Remembrance of Slavery and its Abolition. UNESCO had the International Day. So this is the same week with the remembrance of slavery and its abolition. And the production is a reflection, as I said before, of the African experience and contribution, and presents something of a signpost to the notion that Africans came to Trinidad and Tobago due to that void that existed. So it's part of celebrating the ancestry of many of the peoples of Trinidad and Tobago, and the experiences and the successes and the contributions that Afro-Trinidadians have made in significant way to the work of the building of Trinidad and Tobago. Coming up to deliver the feature address this afternoon is the Minister of National Diversity and Social Integration, the Honorable Clifton Dikoto, for whom this ministry is a particular passion. So let's take a listen to what Minister Dikoto has to say on this special day, reflections of the journey from slavery to emancipation.
For your very warm and generous introduction. Alafia, my brothers and sisters. Alafia, my brothers and sisters. Ashe. Mr. Harvey Burris, Chairman of the African Anti-Suppression Movement, Mr. Marcelo Salviolo, Ambassador of the Argentina Republic, other government officials, P.S. Cooper, Head of the Public Service, other permanent secretaries, all organizations represented, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of the viewing public who's looking at CNMG, and those listening to 91.1. Welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, my brothers and sisters, it is indeed an honor to bring to you this production, Reflections of the Journey from Slavery to Emancipation. I would like to first and foremost thank the African Anti-Suppression Movement and the Center for Justice for their vision and passion for this event. And I would ask you to join with me as we show generous approbation for Brother Harvey Barris. Thank you. As Minister of National Diversity and Social Integration, and along with Servant Minister Ember Mohini, we are working to foster patriotism, nationalism, unity in diversity, and social cohesion. My brothers and sisters, our African ancestors, as with all ethnic and religious groups in Trinidad and Tobago, have played a vital role in the forming of a nation, in the making of a people. It is noted that African culture and traditions in Trinidad peaked after the island's takeover by Britain in 1797. At that time, the population was 17,462, which included 10,000 enslaved Africans brought to Trinidad from West Africa to work on various estates owned by the French Creole planters. During the post-emancipation period, Trinidad witnessed an influx of liberated Africans freed by the British from slave ships of other European nations. During the period 1841 to 1861, almost 7,000 Africans arrived in Trinidad. Their religious and cultural practices impacted significantly on the Trinidad's lifestyle. Almost every part of Trinidad was peopled by freed Africans, and their footprints, their memories, their triumphs, their tribulations are still impressed in our minds and hearts. At the Ministry of National Diversity and Social Integration, we have as our remit citizens facilitation, civil society engagement, national heroes, protocols of state, ecclesiastical affairs, museums, the National Trust, and our national archives. As such, our preservation and protection of the tangible heritage of this nation is of grave importance. In commemoration of the 174th anniversary of emancipation, the ministry was involved in a project which produced a travel brochure on some of the African heritage sites in Trinidad. Some of these sites are Moruga, and you know I have to state Moruga first, as a representative from Moruga Tableland, with the villages along the Moruga Road having great significance pertaining to African history. Ladies and gentlemen, it was there in 1815 a number of ex-colonial Marines settled after the 1812 war between Britain and the U.S. The settlers from the U.S. were called Americans, and because they arrived in companies, there are 6 areas in Moruga, call them the company villages, that still bear the names company villages. There is also a strong African martial art stick fight tradition. Coming out of the Americans was Papa Niza, and I'm sure you would have heard about Papa Niza, that great, outstanding African herbal doctor and patriot. Also, it was the home of Pastor Robert Andrews, one of the Trinidad's early advocates for independence. But let me tell you about Papa Niza. You know, we have it enshrined in calypsos and in folk song. They say, she gone Moruga Road, she gone to look for Obia man. How far she gone? She gone for Moruga Road, she gone Moruga Road, she gone to look for Papa Niza. Now, Papa Niza had the ability to keep control of husbands with lecherous eyes. He was a great man. He was a great herbalist. And I tell you what, it's very easy to find his grave. And at this point, I would ask you to just bear with me for one moment of silence for the loss of my heritage advisor, Louis Homer. So could you please just stand and just one moment of silence for the great Louis. Thank you. May his soul rest in peace. Go brave, Louis. I also hold the capacity as the Member of Parliament for Moruga Tableland, and as such it is significant.
Weeks and weeks before we cross the seas to reach the West. I say I work, oh Lord, no play. I toil so hard each day. I'm dying
This is Reflections of the Journey from Slavery to Emancipation, coming to you live from the Port of Spain waterfront on sea. We are experiencing the slave in the land so far. We've experienced the slave auction block, the arrival, the Middle Passage, the islands, and the capture. We're going to reflect on the revolution and emancipation and Okambule, and I'm sure you're going to experience the development of our music.
Let me have my freedom. You hear me crying, give me my damn freedom. I'm a slave from a land so far, and I was caught, and I was brought here from Africa. I'm a slave from a land so far. Good Lord, I was caught, and I was brought here from Africa. And it was licked like fire from the white slave master every day. I down on my knees. Weeks and weeks we travel across the seas to reach to the West Indies. They make me work, oh Lord, I work so hard each day. And I toil and I toil, I toil and I toil with all no pay. I'm dying from the germ they call slavery. I'm crying from the licks them bastards give me. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh Lord, I want to be free. Let me have my freedom. You hear me crying, give me my damn freedom. Let me have my freedom. You hear me crying, give me my damn freedom. Many times I wanted to run, but I watching the slave master how he standing there with his gun. And I know he's gonna shoot to kill. And so I stay and I pray, and I'm planning still. I study night and day how to break away and how to make a brilliant escape. But every time I study them whips and them dogs, my body does start to shake. Good Lord, they make me work. They make me work so hard each day. I say, toilet, without no pay. I say, I'm dying from the germ they call slavery. I'm dying from the licks them bastards give me. Oh, 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 oh Lord, I want to be free. Wow! Let me have my freedom. You hear me crying, give me my damn freedom. In my heart, I had so much to say, and I hope that the boss would listen to me one day. Yes, I know my request was small, but was the crack of the whip used to answer me when I called. I had to chant and sing to express our feeling from that wicked and cruel man. That is the only remedy to make them listen. And it's so calypso began. Good Lord, they make me work. Oh Lord, I work so hard each day. I toil, I toil, I toil, I toil without no pay. I'm dying from the germ they call slavery. I'm crying from the licks them bastards give me. Oh, 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 Lord, I want to be free. Give me my damn freedom.
You're viewing Reflections of the Journey from Slavery to Emancipation. We remember that this production is a reflection on the African experience and contributions and presents a signpost to the notions that Africans came to Trinidad and Tobago due to a void that existed, an emptiness that existed in a pre-industrialized Caribbean. Now, through the passage, although it was brutal, the unrelenting genius of the African people has endured to become the foundation of our national development. Let's continue to enjoy Reflections of the Journey.
Slaves arrived here at 5,000 per year by the Royal African Company alone. In 1699, over 80% of the Caribbean were enslaved Africans. 100 years after the first slave ship arrived in Trinidad, there were violent revolts throughout the colony. Barbados, 1646, revolution. Jamaica, maroon settlement, 1655, revolution. Guadeloupe, led by 1656, revolution. Jamaica, 1699, revolution. Cuba, 1729, revolution. 9-year war in Jamaica, maroon settlement. 1730 to 1739, and 1746 again, revolution. Martinique, 1756, revolution. Tobago, led by Sandy, 1770, revolution. Suriname, 1772, revolution. Haiti, a brand new African country, as they say, 1791, revolution. On August 14th, 1790, on a place called Kaimende. Even to this day, Dottie Bookman, a high priest, perform a sacrifice offering on the same place for freedom of his African people. Joseph River, there will be rivers of blood. Joneg River, there will be rivers of white blood. Kwaze Kwadubla, who's a serpent, Dambala. We will sacrifice them all to Dambala. Gollum Reynard call it the impending storm. In 1781, slavery would stand no longer.
An act for the abolition of slavery throughout the British colonies. Hairy, hairy, the King's Most Excellent Majesty, by and with the advice and consent of the Lords Spiritual and Temporal and Commons, in this present Parliament, assembled and by the authority of the same, have enacted that all persons who on the first day of August 1834 shall have been registered as slaves and shall appear on the registry to be 6 years old or upwards shall from the said first day of August 1834 shall by force and virtue of this act become apprenticed laborers. So say the King.
Freedom come, oh, freedom come.
Thank you for freedom.
Freedom come, oh, freedom come.
Thank you for freedom, freedom come.
Freedom come, oh, freedom come.
Thank you for freedom, freedom come.
King George, me na go. King George, me na go.
Hey,
Georgie boy. King George, me na go. King George. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go. King George. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go. King George. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go. King George. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go. King George. King George, me na go. Freedom come, yeah, freedom come.
Thank you for freedom, freedom come.
Freedom come, oh, freedom come.
Thank you for freedom, freedom come.
King George. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go. Hey, Georgie boy. King George, me na go.
Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.
Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.
Don't you rock me, Lord,
come and easy. I got a home on the other side.
6 white horses prancing side by side.
6 white horses prancing side by side.
Don't you rock me, Lord,
come and easy.
I got a home on the other side. Swing low, swing low, and let me run, 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 run. Swing low, well, it's seeking wind down in the middle of the field. Said he saw a ninja with a chariot wheel. Wasn't too particular about the chariot wheel. He just wanted to know how the chariot feels. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.
Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride. Rock me, Lord, come and easy. I got a home on the other side.
Swing low, swing low, swing low, swing low, and let me ride.
Won't you ride?
Well, he sick you with us, and he got on board. Chariot went a rockin' right on down the road. Wasn't too particular about the rocky road. He just wanted to lay down his heavy load. Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.
Swing down, chariot, stop and let me ride.
Don't you rock me, Lord,
come and easy. I got a home on the other side. I got a home on the other side. Got a home on the other side. Got a home on the other side.
Got a home on the other side. No more pain on the other side. And no more sorrow on the other side. No more trouble on the other side. There won't be any tears on the other side. And no more pain on the other side. Got a home on the other side. I've got a home on the other side.
Carnival of the 1770s with the revelry and the masquerade were allowed as a relief to the white inhabitants. But the adoption of that practice by the free Africans soon changed the carnival. You see, with the ancient practice of Egun and spirit reverence mass and the imbibed music public celebration, they changed the thing. But the sacred artistic fighting also joined the fray. You see, with the connection to Kambule, the burning of the canes, the voice of the Shantwell, voicing the oppression that continued, and the open shoring of unjust land grants brought on a loud drumming and virile dancing. This social behavior was seen as unacceptable to the whites, so it must be banned. In 1881, this culminated into what is known as the Cambole riots.
Yeah, yawa, yawa, oh. Kode, give me what you ready, long more. Dulu Joni Joni Yawa. Kode, give me what you ready, long more. Kode, give me what you ready, long more. Yeah, yawa, yawa, oh. Kode, give me what you ready, long, oh. Dulu Joni Joni yawa. Kode, give me what you ready, long, oh.
Capture them. Capture them. Line them up. Line them up. We must take these slaves. Look at your land for the first and the last time. You will be taken to a different town and a different country. Line them up, shackle them. Shackle them. Shackle them. Shackle them. Look at your country for the last time. Take these niggas away. Take them away. Shackle them.
They take we from we home in Africa. They take we from Africa and put we in the hands of slave masters. They take we from Africa. Yes, the Middle Passage strip was hard, I say. They take we from Africa. My people were dying day by day. They take we from Africa. Oh yes, they take we from Africa. Oh yes, they take we from Africa. Oh yes, they take we from Africa. Yes, they take we from Africa.
Land ahoy! Land ahoy! Land ahoy! Unshackle them! Unshackle them! Unshackle them! Yeah, this is the auction sale. We have some slaves here for sale today. Take that one. Oh, yes. Get them down to the front, get them to the front, get them to the front. Down to the steps. Oh, she is going for 80 cents. Take her, take her. Oh. Oh, down the steps, she's too cheap. Take the young one there, take that down one there, down the steps. Take her down the, oh, yes. She can do some good mating. Take her down to the steps, take her down to the steps. She could take about 500 pounds. Yes, take her down. Take that other one there. Oh, yes. She is good for mating. Oh, she's young and she's succulent. Yes, take her down. She will go for 1,000 pounds. Take her. Good, nice. Take them. All the rest of slaves, take them to the land. Take them down to the land. Down to the land. Walking in the land and you're walking on the land. Oh,
all day we walking in the land.
They walking on the land and they walking on the land. Oh,
all day we walking in the land. We sweating in the land. We sweating in the land. Oh, all day we sweating in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day we walking in the land. We sweating in the land. We sweating in the land. Oh, all day we sweating in the land. We sweating in the palm. We sweating in the palm. Oh, all day we sweating in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day we walking in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day we walking in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day we walking in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day we walking in the land. We walking in the land. We walking in the land. Oh, all day.